Before this video starts, I want to know your book review ideas. So be sure to subscribe here at my YouTube channel and comment in any video, or you can privately message me on Instagram at Meep_reads. Be sure to follow me there. Meep Reads here. Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be reviewing Pie in the Sky by Wendy Mass, and we're going to see how good it really is. And hopefully you guys like this video, and if you do, be sure to subscribe and click on the bell so you're notified when a new video comes out. Alright, let's get into the basics of the book now. So it's called Pie in the Sky, like I said before. It's by Wendy Mass. It has 237 pages, and it's a science fiction / fantasy. Joss lives in the realms, a place where the entire universe is controlled. He is the seventh son of the overlord of the universe. People say he is very special, but he knows he isn't. All he does is deliver pies. And sure, these pies hold the universe together, but it doesn't feel very special. Then, when Earth and his best friend Cal are erased from existence, he has to figure out how to create Earth from scratch, all while trying to figure out how Annika, a human, got to the realms. Okay, so I would recommend this book for ages 8 to 13, and the reason I say that is because there are a couple of long words that younger kids wouldn't really understand, and also if you were to read this to younger kids, it would be just too long for them, I'd think, and so that's why I rate it this way. Now it's time to rate the book. So out of 0 through 10, rating the characters, I would probably give it a 7. And the reason I say that is because all the characters are fine, but there's a lot of characters that have relative names, and then you just kind of mix them up and all of their character traits and things like that. Again, on a scale of 0 through 10, I'd give storytelling an 8. And the reason I say this is because the whole thing pretty much makes sense for a fantasy book. And so I really liked it, and it made perfect sense, except for a couple of the words which I was confused on. But that's why I had to deduct a few points. But other than that, it was great. On a 0 through 10 scale of length, I would probably give it a 10. And the reason I give it a 10 is because with the length that it had, it made perfect sense. I didn't want any less or any more, and I was perfectly satisfied, and so that's why I give it a 10. On a scale of 0 through 10, I would give the ending a 9. And the reason I give it a 9 is because it kind of ended in a weird way. And if you read the book, you'll kind of see what I mean. But I think Wendy Mass wrote it in a way that she would definitely be able to write another sequel, and we wouldn't be confused and asking questions. So I really love the ending. Now, out of the 0 through 10 scale of flow, I would give it an 8. And the reason I did is because some of the things in the plot, just the way it was pieced together, I didn't really like it. But other than that, you could really just stop whenever and then start again reading it whenever. And so that's why I give it an 8. I give the characters a 7, the storytelling an 8, the length a 10, the ending a 9, the flow an 8, and the total of all this wraps up to 42 out of 50. So the only other thing that I have to say is that this is definitely a good book to read, so you should really try it out. And you should also try out Wendy Mass's other books. I might do a review on a couple of those soon, but she's a really great author. I've read a couple of her books. And so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and be sure to subscribe and follow my Instagram, and I'll see you next time.